Hey guys, here's a quick tutorial on how to get your characters set up in Adobe After Effects and get them rigged and make them do a little dance. So first of all, let's check out the assignments on here. So nobody is assigned yet, but once we have something, it will over here is the shot number. So that's what you'll want to label your file. So J07. Whichever shot you are assigned, then you want to go over here and see which characters are in it. Here, let's drag that down so you can always see. Characters, also see which assets, so that would be in the props category, and see which background you need to use. Okay. So let's say that I'm I don't know. Let's say we're going to do Liz walking home. Okay. So Liz is the draft. The shot number is I01. The only character in it is Liz herself, and the background is the city street. Okay. So when I go over here to the project, first of all, let's watch the animatic. So which shot was it? I01. So let's look for I01 in here. We can just skip forward. See down here in the corner how it has the shot number listed. G, lots of G's. H. Oh, she's sad. She got an F on her report card. And right there. Okay, so this is shot I01. She's walking home. The arrow means she should be walking that direction. There should be rain cloud, raining, and here's stores on the main street that she's walking past. Okay, so that's basically what we kind of want it to look like. So then let's go over here, download our character. Okay, so in that scene we have Liz the giraffe. If any of you have Liz, you'll want to use, well, depending on the scene, if it's in the gym class, you'll want to use this one. If it's not in the gym class, like when she's walking home or any of that stuff, you'll want to use Giraffe Fixed GR where she's wearing the dress. So I'm going to hit download, and there we go. While we're doing this, let's also go, I don't think there's any props in that shot, but let's download the background. And we need the Main Street. Okay, so that's downloading. Alright, while those are going, let's go here to After Effects. And we need to make a new composition. And this will be called the name of the shot that we were assigned. So this is I01. And then here in the presets, this is important. You need to make sure that you've got the right presets. We're using HDTV 1080-24. So that should automatically set the width and the height, and everything else is good. So let's say OK. Alright, right now it's empty, there's nothing in it. But we can right click in here and go Import File. Okay, so those will be in our downloads. Here's Market Street and Giraffe Fixed. Now this part is super important. You can't just click open, okay? If you don't make this change, then you'll have to restart the whole thing. So right here, import as footage, we want to change that to composition, retain layer sizes. Like that. And now we can click open. Okay, so what that did was, since these are Photoshop files, it imported each layer within Photoshop as its own little picture. So Market Street worked, Giraffe worked. Okay, good. So now let's for the rigging, yeah, let's just drag Giraffe in here. Notice she is a lot bigger than the background here. So if I scroll in or out, that lets me zoom. I'm just scrolling with the mouse button. Then I can click the corners here, and now notice we can mess around with the scale. I don't want that to happen though, so I'm going to hold the shift button, and that will keep it the right proportions. Okay, so this isn't, we're not going to do the actual animation yet. We're just going to make her move around, do an animation test. So get her to fit in the frame about like that. Then let's take Market Street, and I'm going, notice how Giraffe Fixed is now down here in our timeline. I'm going to drag Market Street, the background, down here as well. Alright, and let's make this a little bigger. I don't know, something like that. Alright, now this background I don't want to accidentally be clicking on or making it move, so I'm going to click on that little lock button. So now if I click the background, it doesn't do anything. Alright, our character, let's set her up so we can move around. Right now, she's just a Photoshop picture, so if I try and animate her, it's going to just move like this. But After Effects has this cool thing built into it called the Pin tool. So I'll zoom in here, looks like that. So this allows us to put bones in our character. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And everywhere that I click, it's basically going to add a bone. So just similar to how Blender works. So let's say I want one on the top of the head. Notice how it put a little circle there now. I'll put one in the middle of the neck, and then at the bottom of the neck, and at the waist here. And then let's also put some in the arms. So probably, let's try 3 on the arms. 2, like that. And let's do the same with the legs. I might just do the knee, one on the knee. Anyway, you'll want to play around with this to get it right. And then the tail, I'll try just one. I can add one more if I need to. Okay, so I've got all those set up. Notice how down here now it says puppet and it says mesh 1. If I drop that down into form, here it lists all of the puppet pins, but we don't need to deal with that just yet. So now if I click on any one of these circles where I've put a pin, I can drag it and it will bend the character there for me. And I can do Command Z to undo, and notice it only bends up until about the next bone. And it is possible to stretch them way out bigger than they really should be, so you'll want to avoid that. We want this to look as natural as we can. Yeah, neck's looking good. If you do the head, then you can move that around. Okay, so we just want to make her do a dance. Okay, so let's we've already got keyframing turned on. That happens automatically when you create the puppet. So let's just skip. Let's zoom in here. Oh, first of all, by default it's lasting 30 seconds. We don't want it to last that long. So right here where it says work area end, if you click on that, let's make it go to 5 seconds. I just want you to do a 5-second test. Once you've got that, then right click in this gray area, choose trim comp to work area, boom, Now it's only 5 seconds long. Okay, so let's say I want, while she's dancing, let's do the head first. So I've skipped forward here to 12 frames, and now when I move, see how it drags a little line there? It's because it's made a keyframe, so that's showing me that it's going to move in between those two places. And let's bring this one down, bring that over like that. So I'm just playing around with all these keyframes. I don't know necessarily what direction I want to go, but alright, so she'll start there, and then by frame 12 she'll go like that. Now let's move forward again. What should she do next? Maybe lift this leg up more. I don't know, we're just messing around here. So we might want a few more bones in there because it's getting kind of a weird kink in there, but you know, this is just a test. And then let's say we want to go this way. Oh, and notice now this one is behind that layer somehow. Is this one too? Yep. Okay, so now if we hit play over here, okay, that's really weird. Anyway, that's how you basically get it set up. So you want to play around with it, try and make it look somewhat natural. And then once you have 5 seconds worth of dancing, then we will go up here and go File. Well, let's save our project first of all. File, Giraffe Dance Test. Okay. Now, let's say we want to export this. Go to File, Export, Add to Render Queue, and that opens up our render queue down here. I think I probably have my settings changed. Yours probably says something like lossless. I think that's the default. So let's change that to all of my templates are okay. So you're going to click on the word lossless here, and that brings all this up. Click on Format Options, Video Codec. We don't want to use animation. Your computer's, this is too big of a file for your computers to even play back. So we're going to change this to, down here, H.264, and click OK, and click OK. And then right here, output to, if you click on the name, then you can choose where you want it to save, and then hit save. Okay, so you've got all that set. Now the last thing to do is click this render button, and it will show the progress right there. And we're done. So now I can go to that file where I have it saved. I think it's here in Movies, Giraffe Project, Exports. Wow, that's the goofiest thing I've ever done. But we're just trying to show you how it works. Okay, and then upload that thing to Canvas, and that's it for this project. Once you've got this set up, then you can actually do what we need done for the film. Because remember, according to our, where is that thing, the animatic, we need a shot of her walking this way, or maybe actually walking in place while the background moves. I think that's what we want. Okay, so that'll be the next project, is to actually do the shot that you're assigned. But for now, you just need to rig up the character and make him or her dance and turn that in. So, looking forward to what you guys come up with.